Three, two, start.
Hello, can I get your name and your career?
Hello, yeah, my name is Rebecca Josart. I am a interior designer and a project manager.
Sweet. What is your main responsibilities for an interior designer?
Interior designer, so I'm a commercial interior designer. So with that, my main responsibilities are monitoring the code and life safety of a project and the space layout. So we lay out all of the walls in the space and make sure that they meet all code and ADA requirements, Americans with disabilities, and um, work with the client to make sure that we do a lot of client presentations, working with them to make sure that the space functions for what they need, how different ways that we can make it function. And then we'll bring in different solutions like furniture. And then at the end, we'll bring in fun colors and carpets, things like that.
Sweet. What made you interested in this career?
I was working at a general contractor and I enjoyed working with the architecture groups. I just didn't want to do the outsides of buildings. I like doing the inside. So it's a lot of interior architecture is another name for it. Um, the goal was, yeah, to become an interior architect.
What classes, clubs, activities in high school were very helpful for you?
I did a lot of like art. Um, I did a lot of student council as well, which I think helps you in confidence and presentation skills. I also did business club, and that was really helpful. A lot of interior design is sales based, believe it or not. Um, so you learn a lot of presentation skills. Anything that will teach you presentation skills is beneficial.
Sweet. What are the opportunities for advancement or professional development? And
Oh, there are tons. There's lots of options as an interior designer. So you can become a residential interior designer. You can become a commercial interior designer like myself. There's a lot of specialties within interior design. So I specialized in industrial, um, but there are people who specialize in healthcare, senior living, things like that. It's just really there's a lot of options. You can also go into um, being a product rep, it's called. So then you learn about specific products and you sell those. There's furniture dealerships. You can become an expert in furniture. There's really just a lot of niches that you can go into with interior design versus a lot of times with architecture, it's the outside of the building, but there's so much more that happens on the inside of the building that you can become specialized in. So it's great that way. And there's always residential, commercial, different ways to skin it.
yeah. And what do you enjoy most about your job?
I enjoy working with the clients. I enjoy knowing that I uh, make spaces more functional for everyone in that uses them. So I like knowing that I've taken something that really was frustrating to work with the space and work, but then maybe we open up some walls, move things around, and now everyone's able to just enjoy it a lot better for what I do.
Sweet. Um, can you describe your current career path to your current position?
Oh my gosh, it's quite a big one. I graduated from North Dakota State University. They have a good interior design program. They have a good architecture program too, so it's nice that you can partner both of them if you decide to go one way or the other. But I graduated and worked at a primarily interior design firm, commercial in Minneapolis here, called BDH and Young, and you work as a studio manager there to start. So you learn a lot about the finishes and the products that you put in there and their uses. It's a good first job. I focused on corporate offices. So anytime you see a big office building around Minneapolis area, there's probably a chance that I've worked in it with a client renovating their office spaces. So those are all interior designers that do all that work on the inside of those buildings.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I've worked at a couple different firms. I've done big projects out in Wisconsin. I've worked on with a national group, doing projects nationwide, and then I specialized in industrial, so that also took me nationwide. Did a lot of travel for that, and now I work as a project manager. So interior design, you are managing a lot of different things within the interior. So a lot of times career progression, many interior designers become project managers. Is how it works because you're used to coordinating all these different elements within the project very easily. So I'm a project manager now, and I actually work with school districts. So we do mechanical improvement. So I manage the architects and engineers.
Nice. What are the biggest obstacles I might face in this career path?
There's a lot of, how do you say it? There might be some architects or engineers that look down on you because you're just an interior designer to them. There's some devaluing of our career that we're just there to pick out paint colors. But I think there's been a big shift, at least in the last 14 years that I've been doing it. 15 years actually, 15 years that I've been doing it, that really we've been pushing that we are, if not, I don't want to say more valuable, but we held just as much value as an architect does or an engineer. And we are big parts of the team, but there's still, every once in a while you run into an older architect who says, I just need you to pick out paint colors. And you're like, okay, well, when you have problems later, I'll come in and help you.
Yeah. What are the essential skills for this career?
You got to be able to wear multiple hats. You're doing a lot of different things at once, so it's good to be able to juggle a lot of different things, be able to manage. You're managing a lot of things at once, so you got to see where they're all at. A lot of times, people who have ADHD are actually really good interior designers because we can pick it up, set it down, pick it up, set it down, pick it up, set it down. And then there's a creative function to it, and that helps feed into people with that. So a lot of times you'll work with architects and engineers. They're much more kind of straight-laced and really calm. And then you're throwing an interior designer in there, and they're fun of it. They're bringing the fun. And a lot of times with clients, that's what they love, the experience of working with an interior designer. They're not talking about structures and soil reports and this and airflow. We're like, hey, this is like the fun stuff that everyone's gonna really love. And when you walk into a space and you see like these really awesome things, a lot of times it's from an interior designer.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You could do it all over again. What would you change?
I would not change anything. I did a lot of changing of my jobs in my career. You don't pay for an interior designer is on the low scale. It is not a super profitable job, but you learn how to negotiate your pay and your value.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I'm very happy to it because it got me to a job that I'm in. You do have to constantly fight for yourself. So advocate for yourself and just know your value, and continue to push for that. And you'll find there's a lot of interior designers that job hop. It's so that you can do the type of project you like doing and work with a team. It's very collaborative, so you have to make sure that you work well with the people that you work with. Sometimes you'll work at a company and it doesn't quite, the vibe isn't right. So you should find where it works right for you. So I did that, so I'm really proud of it.
Yeah.
But I do know some people who have tried to stick things out and it doesn't work out. So yeah, I don't know if I would do anything different necessarily. I mean, maybe, but I like how my career path went. So yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
For the final question, is there any best advice you give to someone starting in this career?
I would do a job shadow of a couple of different interior designers to see if you like it.
Mhm.
There can be a lot of computer work. Starting out, it's really kind of boring work, but you're gonna do all this stuff in school, and then you get out and you're gonna get handed kind of smaller tasks, but there's just a lot to learn. Um, but a lot of times there's groups that are looking for, yeah, like job shadowing, and you can walk around with interior designers and see what they do, what a day in the life is like with them, because a lot of us, our jobs are drastically different from one another. So we're all, it's a really small community too in Minneapolis. We have a good program. It's called IADA Northland. So we celebrate our profession and we all talk about it, but everything that all of us do is, drastically different, even though we still all have the same profession. But it's also really I think what's great about the profession is, again, you have a lot of versatility with being an interior designer. So
Yeah.
you learn a lot too about how the eye visualizes space and how the mind learn how people function in a space. So psychology classes are also very beneficial. I just thought of that.
All right. I think that should be all for
Yeah.
today. Thank you so much for doing.
Okay.
You have a good
Yeah,
day.
absolutely.
Have a good
Take
day
care.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah.